£130 for lifetime expansion pass. Is it too much or not? That's the question of the day. But before I go into details, let's take a look at concept art, a glimpse at what is coming in future. Not all of this will be paid content, it's just to see what to expect in future from Elite Dangerous. And the first expansion we already know is Horizon. On the bottom left you can see SRV, the ground vehicles we will be able to drive. They will have some thrusters, weapons. They are very small compared to ships. And the descending ship supposedly is Panther Clipper. It's a ship that we are expecting very much, but it will not be in Horizon, sadly. Here's another concept art image. Outposts, you can trade with those, you can land your ships. Some outposts will have landing pads, some not. And you will be able to fight even with your ships when you are near the surface. Larger ships supposedly will be much harder to control. Now having Sidewinder on Anaconda doesn't seem so bad idea actually. And this is SRV in close look, with weapons firing. At some point we will have landing on planets with atmosphere, so it will bring even more diversity into this game. And just imagine seamless landing on each planet of your choice. Walking inside ships and stations, this will be another big expansion. And I'm hoping for some character customization. With this expansion should come EVA, first-person shooter, multi-crew ships, other ship boarding, and anything that you can do in first person. And one of my favorite, this I am not sure will be expansion, but devs still have this on the table, player-owned asteroid base. I am looking very much forward to this. This actually is concept art from mining station and not asteroid base, but it's closest I could find, so it should do. Now, when we took a small glimpse into Elite Dangerous future, let's talk about numbers. Lifetime expansion pass includes the game itself, all future expansions and beta access. So for £130 you get all of this. If you buy all this separately, and instead of all expansions just Horizons, you will save £50. So now the price equals to what you will have to pay for the game and 2 expansions. But if there will be another expansion, it will be for free. However, if you don't buy this lifetime expansion, you will pay more after 2 expansions. Once upon a time, when Elite Dangerous was not a game you could play, but it was a great dream for many of us. To get all that you are offered now for £130, you would have to spend £85. So now difference is only 1 expansion. And this year alone we will have 5 major updates and first expansion. So far we had major updates like Wings, Powerplay, and next week we will play Close Quarter Combat. CQC will start after Bank Holiday next week, so I would expect September 1st. So we can easily expect a total of 4 to 5 expansions in years to come. And devs told that season expansion is 8 to 12 months, so maybe even more. Elite Dangerous is long-term project, 6, 7, 8, maybe even a decade. It's not a usual game where you play it and forget about it, because many of the updates will be completely crazy. Expansions are not regular DLCs or updates, they will introduce to players completely new gameplay, landing on planets and exploring surface, driving land vehicles, walking inside ships, stations, first-person combat, zero-gravity combat as well, EVA, hunting wildlife, and specific missions for planet side. Whatever you can do in your ship, on the ground in your vehicle, and on your foot, all can be done. In Elite Dangerous expansions are like completely new game with unique and otherwise inaccessible gameplay elements, locations, items and other activities, and you must keep that in mind when we are talking prices. So for 5 to 10 years lifespan, £130 is £1-2 a month. Is that big amount for you? Of course, at times the game becomes very boring, but it might change, it will change, I'm sure. There will be a lot of new stuff in the game. The game is Well, I would say that the game now is somewhere between beta and gamma stage. Even while it's retail, blah blah blah, but it's closer even to beta than gamma. Because we will have so much more. After 5 years looking back, I think we will smile at what we had now. So it's a very long-term project. It has no subscriptions, no crazy, stupid, silly microtransactions. And just tell me if there are any other game you can play for £1 to £2 every month. But if you like to compare, let's compare to Witcher 3. I know you can't compare these games, it's silly, but whatever. I'm silly, I will compare. £60 with DLCs. I played Witcher 3 for 2 weeks and I already get bored and well, I finished it, completed and it's done. With DLCs, maybe I will play for more, 1, maybe even 2 weeks. So, £20 to £60 a month. And that comparison would be true for almost any new game you compare. You get completely different feeling from playing Witcher than Elite. But still, I am coming back from any game I play back to Elite, and I know that I will be playing it for next many years. Let's get to subscription games. World of Warcraft. £9 a month, £108 a year. Elite, 10 years, or WoW for 1 year. Your choice. EVE Online, £7 a month, £84 a year. So 1.5 year of EVE Online or Elite for 10 years. It's not correct comparison, I know, but it's just the numbers. And if you have fun in any game, you should play it. You don't care about price. So if you like Elite, if you like space sims, if you see the future for Elite, £130 is really... It's huge amount if you take out of context. An example, one game, £130, wow, it's crazy. But if that one game you will be playing for 8 to 10 years, in the end it's really very cheap. And this is just what I am looking forward in Elite Dangerous most in years to come. Federal Corvette and Imperial Cutter, maybe Panther Clipper, we'll see, but those are 3 ships I'm looking forward most. Player-owned asteroid base. This was my goal since first time I've heard this, and several months ago Michael Brooks said this is still on the table. It will not be soon, not next year, not in 2 years, maybe not even in 3 years. Hopefully at some point it will become reality for us. Thargoids. These nasty. I just hope that they will be much better than AI. Well, I mean NPCs. I mean, I want to fight something that can shoot me, not just... yeah. Please make NPCs a little bit stronger, like 100 times, please. And also, of course, landing, exploring planet surfaces, fighting, hunting animals, driving land vehicles on planet surfaces, and all in a group with friends. With occasional first-person shooter. I'm not a big fan of first-person shooter, but you know, sometimes changes are good. You can fly ships for a week, then just go down on planet, shoot stuff for a day or 2, just on foot or on land vehicle, and when you get bored or tired or shut down too many times, just go back on your ship and kick ass. So if you still are not convinced that £130 are not expensive for a game like Elite. Elite is a unique game. You can't compare Elite to any other game. I did compare, but like I said, I'm silly. So don't compare. Just ask yourself if you like the game, if you will be playing it for many years. Then this amount of money doesn't seem really big. And you can even buy HOTAS, rudder pedals, virtual reality headset, and all just for one game, because 5-10 years is a very long time. But you of course can disagree. If you don't like this game, it's not worth even £1, so... it's all about fun. Fly safe, commanders.